Seme border is an international border. And when you look at what my agent is doing, is to control the proliferation of illicit arms.
All right, this is News Peddlers coming live from Seme border. The National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons on a visit to the Joint Border Security at Seme border, Lagos State on 13th March 2024. The visit was to discuss the need to be more vigilant on the nation's border to prevent the movement of arms across the Nigerian border. Custom Controller Timi Bomodi of Seme Border Command said,
"We know that because of their very nature, these items are very easy to conceal, and we've looked at historical data to see that apart from those ones that are manufactured locally, there are still quite a few that beat the various barriers set by various organizations at the border to get into our communities."
I am Commander Beyishola Akinlade, retired Assistant Director, Strategic Communication and Information at the Zonal Office. We are from the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, Office of the National Security Advisor, Presidency.
When we talk about Zonal Coordinator, it is important to say a little about who is the Zonal Coordinator. Mr. Beyishola Akinlade was enlisted into the defunct Nigerian Security Organization, NSO, now Department of State Service, in 1983. He rose to the rank of Director of Internal Security, DIS, on grade level 17. He retired from active service in 2017.
The United Nations and ECOWAS Treaty charge all member states to create this center. On behalf of National Coordinator Major A.M. Diko, retired, I have the honor and privilege to address the member of the Joint Border Security Committee under the Chairman of Controller of Custom Services. The National Center for the Control of Arms and Light Weapons, which is domiciled in the Office of National Security Advisor, was established by the federal government on 3rd of May 2021 with the mandate to prevent and control the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in collaboration with stakeholders towards strengthening peace and security in Nigeria. To facilitate wider stakeholder participation in the eradication of illicit small arms in the country, zonal offices were set up in Southwest Zonal and Southwest Zonal Office located at Badagry to cover the Southwest states. Other centers include North Central, Northeast, Northwest, South-South, and Southeast. And while we appreciate the numerous efforts of federal security agencies at the border in controlling this crime, I wish to say that our own center is more saddled with the responsibility of curbing proliferation of small arms and light weapons in collaboration with all security agencies as critical stakeholders in this direction. The center has not been empowered to arrest or prosecute offenders, but depend on regular security agents to carry out this task. They are illegal, not force and not come. Therefore, our advocacy and security campaign has been targeted towards encouraging our system to report all illegal possession of arms and ammunition to the nearest security agency or direct to the personnel of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. We have our factory in Kaduna, whereby we melt all these seized weapons that we feel they should not go out again. We are keeping them in armory of some security agencies. It's dangerous. Thousands of arms have been destroyed. The IG about 3 months ago just released some weapons for us that were asked to be taken to Abuja by Federal Commissioner of Police. The military has been doing this after clearance operation. They must submit to us, and we receive this thing. We have received in Kaduna, we have received in Abuja, we have in Lagos, we have received in Delta. So some of my colleagues, assuming there want to be any transfer to us now and be the one to collect in Southwest, but because of the small nature, in order to start it, you have to take it to Abuja, whereby the National Coordinator will receive it and will do the needful. It is a common knowledge that certain control measures at the border is very challenging. If a border is long, porous, remote, or difficult to access, I can know this place because of the water we are going to access. Like the other area of responsibility, consequently, the control of long remote visit by access border cannot sit down without having support of community living in the vicinity of the border, for whom cross-border trade may constitute a vital economic activity. This is where the challenge. Some of the locals still help them to carry it small. I can tell you now that when I was here, there's somebody that dismantled AK for 7 small pieces, and they passed through the bush. As at that time, there's no really control. This is not the only footpath. There are other Nigerian way across Ogun State whereby they do this thing. So this call for vigilance. We are calling on head of security agencies that by the time we get down to the office, help us to talk to your operative to be more alert. We just have to. This thing is going on with plenty. We are not in Southwest, but when you compare with the Northeast and the Northwest, because of the insurgency nature of that place, we all remember what happened recently in Niger State. Unconfirmed reports say there are more than 100 criminals with guns to come and carry over about 300 students. It is a sad news. So I'm called on all of us that we have to rise up as a very senior officer, as a parent, and with the fear of God in our heart, we are going to do it together to reduce it to the barest minimum. Therefore, I'm here today to further solicit your cooperation and support the better liberation of small and large in our nation. With all security agencies and Nigerians are working towards the same goal, Nigeria will be better a place for Nigeria and foreigners, as well as coming generation. Thank you all.
People that affect most in this armed proliferation are youths. So, sir, I observe that the means of communication, the contacts, are not open, like WhatsApp, my ex. That should be physical, more open, which anybody can comment immediately. Maybe you see something, you want to say something.
The threat of the social media, the national headquarters is handling it. We want to have a platform, and we have to be very careful, because some of them, they will abuse it. They even tell you for something. They will take your attention to Badagry, whereas the attention is at K2. My telephone number is on that. By the time you give it, you can give it to anybody. But what you tell them is that they should give me a text first. When you give me a text, I will be the one to call. I can stay with you for 1 hour. I don't want the person to burn this thing. You just say, sir, good evening. Please, I would like to talk to you for your schedule of things. Some of these local fabricators, when they manufacture AK-47 for you, you will not know the difference. We are after the black meat. We are monitoring them to ensure that they only do O's and cutlass, so not even bow and arrow. If you want to do bow and arrow, you have to take permission. So we are really working on black meat. We want to educate them that please don't fabricate weapons. Because once you are arrested, you'll be taken to the police. But if you know you can do is come and register. There's a place for them. Once they register, we provide them, they will give them training. Some of them are, because I think for the long run, we are looking to whereby we can manufacture our own local arms. They are doing it before. Any information in respect of this blacksmith that is against the armed free society, please let us know.
To NSAS and what happened, a lot of our agencies were raided and some of these weapons were carted away. I don't know if now we have a national registry for small arms and light weapons that incorporates the registers of all military, paramilitary agencies to the effect of auditing. Because it's possible, yes, that some of these things can get missing in the process of either riots, mayhem, or a breakdown in law and order. But it's also possible that if there is no regular audit of these officially assigned weapons, there is the possibility of abuse.
My name is Beyishola Akinlade, retired director from the DSS. I'm presently the Zonal Coordinator, National Center for the Control of Small and Large Weapons. And this is Southwest Zone. our office is at Badagry. I'm presently in charge, but we have our national coordinator, who is Major General retired Diko. So we have domicile at office of the NSA presidency. Seme border is an international border. And when you look at what my agent is doing, is to control the proliferation of illicit arms. The one they are not manufacturing locally, it has to come through the borders. The AK-47, pump action, all these things, they come through the border. Not necessarily by here, through the land borders. The border is so long and porous. I have to come and talk to the head of security agencies here to synergize with us for quick detection and reporting some of these arms that are passing through this corridor. And from what we have said, they promise to synergize and direct their operative. They need to be more vigilant at the border so that this thing will not cross, it will not enter. We'll be able to do effectively by synergizing with other security agencies. I want to tell you that in the last 1 year, the military has given us thousands of illicit arms, which were collected during these clearance operations. The IG recently, through all the CPs, they came with all guns that is not under investigation to the headquarters, and IG handed over all these things to the national coordinator. Likewise, the Air Force too, of recent, all what they mop up from Lagos and there, were taken to Abuja to be handed over. The same thing, Naval and Air Force in Southeast. See something, say something. Sir, if you look at that, my telephone number is there. There's nobody that doesn't know his DPO. There's nobody that doesn't know his local government security chief of the DSS. If you call me on my number and you say this, somebody will come and meet you in less than 2 hours in this Badagry here to say, Oga, I've been sent. What is it? So you can share the information and intelligence. The aim is to share intelligence with us. You know you cannot arrest. When you share with us, oh, beautiful. That is just what we are doing. So we are here for advocacy to tell the people, when you see something, say something, and the identity will be protected. We know what it means. I've gone on to the Obas, including Badagry here, who were vetted by somebody. We have been doing that religious, faith-based organization, motor, everywhere we have gone up. But there's one thing that means say, border communities.